I think isolation is the biggest drug in the world right now. It's a lot bigger than alcohol, drugs, food, porn, gambling. This is the reason because we isolate ourselves. Isolation is also a gift and a curse. So that's a tool. If you know how to use it, it's gonna give you the biggest gift. I flew to Panama and I have some Interpol issues and I got stopped by Interpol and I was spent in jail. They have 24 hours hold up procedure. What the what I'm doing here, I can buy the airport, they don't know who I am, blah, 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 all the anger. I mean, I was pissed. Babe, this was the best time of my life. You can be lonely, you can isolate when you're surrounded by people that completely love you. When you really go deep in all the stuff that's going through your body, how I deal with all the issues that is around me. When you connect with yourself, you realize that you're the problem and the solutions. And a lot of times when we start blaming people, we're becoming the victim of the circumstances is because of the problem that we create. But let me tell you, when you find the love to you, you put yourself first. Believe me, everything is more beautiful on the outside. Welcome to Mastering the Inner World versus Outer World podcast. Today I have this amazing guest, Jarek Tadla. And here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about something that I think is huge and is very important. And the topic is isolation. There is a thin line. Personally, and that's my personal opinion, I think isolation is the biggest drug in the world right now. I think it's a lot bigger than alcohol, drugs, food, porn, gambling. I think this is the reason because we isolate ourselves, the reason for depression and suicides. That's why the numbers are skyrocketing. But like in my book, Not Enoughness, it's a gift and a curse. Isolation is also a gift and a curse. So that's a tool. If you know how to use it, it's going to give you the biggest gift. Let me give you an example. I'm 53 years old. My entire life, I was always with somebody. I moved from my parents' house. I moved with my girlfriend. Then I moved back to my parents' house to save money to buy my first fourplex. Then I moved again with my girlfriend. She becomes my wife. Then from this wife, I got to second wife. And then from second wife, I got to my third wife. I was never alone, ever. Then I have kids and I have everything else. So I was never, ever alone. So I didn't know what being alone means. Now imagine 50 years old man going first time on vacation alone. And it was at Tokyo. And I still remember, like, I have no idea how to deal with myself, how to talk to myself, what to do. Like, I don't have to be on anybody's schedule. And that's the first time I realized how important it is to spend time with ourselves. Now you have Jarek Tadla, who spends every hour. I date myself. Like, if you watch me, you see me talking a lot about dating ourselves. So I have a date with me every single day. I spend an hour with myself. But why isolation is a gift and a curse? The gift, here's the gift. When you with yourself, like 2 years ago, I flew to Panama and I have some Interpol issues and I got stopped by Interpol. And I was spent in jail. And when I have to wait like 24 hours for they have 24 hours hold up procedure. So I have to wait until I get interview. First hour, I was pissed as hell. The whole cell was freezing. It was cold. I thought I'm gonna just all the voices, the devil voices, the warrior is like, what the what I'm doing here? I can buy the airport. They don't know who I am, blah, blah, blah. All the anger, anxiety. I mean, I was pissed. Second hour, I was dealing with the cold because, I didn't have clothes and it was like a room with the two guys and it was freezing. And I have to turn off the freeze. It was like, I'm going to be here for hours. I asked for the blanket. They said, absolutely not. And I have to go and spend the time with myself, go deep, deep, deep into my how would I say it? I have to turn off my brain in order to know how to not respond to the cold. I have to be stronger than my mind is, than my thoughts is. And by accident, I turned to the deepest meditation I ever had. I've done, ayahuasca ceremonies, and I know that it's like, with the help of the medicine, you can really disconnect. But that's the first time in my life I truly went on meditations without anything. And I've been meditating for 6 years, but that time I went deep. What the discovery was that when I went completely in deep meditation, I could literally step out of my body and look at myself, which person is acting. The 3-year-old Jarek, like, yeah, I want this, I want the car now, I want the toy, I want this. 10-year-old Jarek, 15-year-old Jarek, teenager, 20, 30, 40, the Jarek the king, Jarek the warrior, Jarek the lover, Jarek the father, Jarek the boss, like all this stuff. And I was truly stepped out of my body for 28 hours and I was meditating. And I was just watching all of my feelings, my emotions. And I gotta tell you, it was the biggest and the most amazing experience in my life. Like, I felt like I'm on the drug. I felt completely in the flow. And that's how my life truly, truly started changing. That's what I developed, the 1 hour with myself. And I really love time with myself. I remember me flying back home. I remember Jessica running towards me. It's like, oh my God, you okay? You okay? Everything is fine. And I'm like, babe, this was the best time of my life. And she was like, what's wrong with you? Like, you were in jail. Like, we were worried. I'm like, babe, this was the best time of my life. Of course, from now on, I want to do this on my own conditions. I don't want to get locked up, but I'm just saying, this is by accident. This was the worst experience of my life because it was the first time I was locked up. It became the biggest gift. So that's a gift of isolation. But I want to tell you what is the curse of isolation. The curse is when I hit depression and I was home, I was surrounded by kids, I was surrounded by friends. All my people was like, Jarek, you were never alone. I have hundreds of people around me. My house was always full. I have kids, I have friends, I have employees, I have my colleagues, I have people I do business with. But I completely isolated myself because I never was present. Even though I was surrounded by all those people, I don't want to be there. So even if I was in the middle, in the table, even negotiating deals, I was somewhere else. And that got me to being completely lonely. You can be lonely, you can isolate when you're surrounded by people that completely love you. And you don't open up, you don't tell them that. That's why we have so many depressions. That's why we have so many suicides. Because when you're alone, when you isolate yourself, you don't ask for help. You don't describe what's going on. A lot of people reach for drugs. A lot of people reach for alcohol, and or for any medicine, that they can get over the counter or prescriptions. Isolation is, again, the biggest drug because we are on this earth to connect. We love to connect with other people. We are here to love and give a connection and receive connection. But with you alone, anything the human nature, that's anything that we've been here for, it's gone. And then we cut connection with reality, and that's why a lot of people leave this earth. So that's what I experienced. That's what I'm going through. That's what I went through. And to me, isolation, that's why also is the biggest curse. But going back to the gift, when you alone, when you really go deep in all the stuff that's going through your body, and you really go like, how I deal with this problem, how I deal with the solution, how I deal with all the issues that is around me. When you connect with yourself, you realize that you the problem and the solutions. And a lot of times when we start blaming people, we're becoming the victim of the circumstances is because of the problem that we create. And suddenly when you're alone and you take ownership of the situation you put yourself in, and I know it's freaking painful, because sometimes it's starting the truck or starting the train, and suddenly everybody else is jumping on it. And you have a choice. It's like, hey, it's toxic, it's negative, I don't want to be here. It's a love connection and faith in God. I want to be here. So that's the difference. But you only recognize this when you completely disconnect from everybody, from all the stuff around you, and go deep inside if it serves you. If it feels good here, it goes like a flow, I'm on the right train. If it doesn't feel good, I'm looking for validation, or you forced to be around environment that is like, yeah, I gotta go there in order to get somewhere, you go in the wrong directions. So I want you to recognize that, and I want you to know that you are the problem and you are the solution, always. And taking accountability and responsibility for everything else going on in your life, it's not the economy, it's not the war, it's not the weather, it's not your country, it's nobody. It's truly, truly you. And when you truly fix everything here and you truly, truly love yourself and you take care of yourself, I can guarantee you, anything you look outside, it looks beautiful. It's like a child. The child can do literally, like I have 5 children. Literally, my child threw up on me. And it was like, I love him so freaking much, or her at that time. It didn't bother me. Can you imagine if somebody who you don't like throw up on you? Dude, you're going to lose your shit. But when you love somebody, like when you love yourself, it's just like, I was changing Patrick, he peed on me, and I went straight to my mouth, it's like you love the child. You're not going to be mad at the child. But when you experience love within you, it doesn't matter how bad all the circumstances are outside, you're going to just find a good in it. You're going to find it funny. You're going to find love. You're going to be grateful. Hey, at least somebody could shit on me. When the birds shit on you, you can like, hey, this shit on me. It's like, oh, hey, there are at least the birds. You know what I mean? That's the little stuff that we do. When you carry the love, you only see amazing things around you. When you carry the pain and toxicity and hate and comparison, then anywhere you look, you're going to find it. I can look at my medals like, well, this is too big. This one's too small. I don't like the colors. I don't like this. You know what I mean? I don't like the camera. Jesus, the Sony could change the logo. It's about time. And then you find anything negative. And everything else, everything is coming out of your mouth. It's truly what's going on inside. That's why I only connect with people that are unconsciously, people just say negative shit. It's like, I don't want to be around them immediately. It's not even energy. I can see what is coming out of the mouth and I know what is inside. You can put a mask like I did for years. I was always like in between. I didn't say anything positive because, I have all the pain and nothing, amazing or lovable. Think about you. Spend time with yourself. Use the isolation as a gift, not as a curse. Go deep. Figure out what you want. And start forming the life the way you want it. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your brother, not your sister, not your partner, not your wife, not your husband, not your kids. When you alone sit and it's like, hey, what the do I want to do? Because you go through life and everybody takes the pieces out of you. You're a loser, you got lucky, you fat, you ugly, you bald, you Polish, you don't speak English, you loser, you got lucky, and everybody took piece out of me. But and then I try to pull the pieces based on what my parents wants me to do, where my father wants me to go, what my teacher would say, what my brother, what my sister, what my wife. But I never asked me. Now, I ask me. I don't ask anybody's opinion. When there's a piece, put it in back. I look at it, I study it. Does it serve me? Does it good? Is it healthy? What it's gonna do? Is it love? Is it faith? Is it God? Yes, it is. Putting back in. Because I was all empty. There were only skeleton left. And so are you. A lot of people have all the missing pieces. But when you put it back, make sure you put it back for you, on your terms. Your parents never knew. Your parents have no idea how to do this stuff for you because they are not you. There's only one Jarek Tadla. Only Jarek Tadla can train himself. Nobody else. Only Jarek. My parents couldn't. My parents did the best they could do. I'm a father right now, and I'm a father of 5. I do the best job I possibly could. But is it good for my kids? Probably not. But when you do it for you, then you just spread the energy and you spread the love. So all the stuff was taken away from you because remember, we are born with everything within us. And then through life, all this stuff is taken away. And then we lose confidence, self-esteem, self-love, hatred comes, jealousy comes, comparison comes. All the shit is coming because all the stuff is missing. So nobody reach you. Insecurities. Start building yourself from within. Start putting all the pieces through entire life was taken away from you. Start putting them back. But make sure you look at the brick from every single freaking side. That's what you truly want. Not your parents, not your boss, not your wife, not your husband, not your kids. What you truly want. And believe me, your life will never, ever, ever be the same. I go through the worst shit right now. The worst shit. Not one, not twice. I've been attacked emotionally, spiritually, mentally, financially, my relationship, my kids, everything. And I still can go through the days peaceful. I still have to grind. I still have to go in. But I'm, believe me, stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. But I still have many pieces to put it back on. But I don't know which one yet. That's a journey. It's called infinite game. It will never stop. And if you listen to this like, Jarek, bullshit, I'm 50 or 40 or 60, I'm not supposed to be here anymore. I'm supposed to be farther in life. No, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Right here, listening to this podcast. And if you're still here, I hope you take your notes. Because your life will change when you start doing the work day by day. And it's okay to have bad days. Today, me loser freaking did not go on the sunrise because it was 50 degrees in Florida. That's freaking minus 20. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm staying inside. I broke the routine. And I'm like, shit, it's going to be the best sunrise. It's cold. It's going to be gorgeous. But my ass, it was like, nope, we're not doing it. So guess what? Something to work on. And there's always something. But let me tell you, when you find the love to you, you put yourself first. Believe me, everything is more beautiful on the outside. Your wife, your kids, your parents, everything, your employees, you know, the microphone even, the logo is going to look gorgeous. Anything you look at it, it's like, I got this. Love life.
Thank you for listening. Leave your comments and subscribe for more insights on mastering the inner and outer wealth.